Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails the second chapter. As you can see, we are in the middle of a sentence of somebody. Because I was walking back from the villa towards Grancel just to basically raise the CP a little bit and start out the episode in front of the Brazier Guild so we can keep things moving. Because there was no point that I expected that we would meet someone along the road. But I did. So I thought to myself, I can do two things. I can just exit the game, reload it, and just record from just before this point. Or just press the record button, because like I said, this is the actual first thing we see. Because as soon as we hit this ledge on the floor, the screen paused and you see, ah yes, you are. So let's continue on from there. Ah, the butler. Oh my, Philip. How have you been? Your concern does me too much credit, Your Highness. I hope you and Mrs. Tell are well. Have you been to the villa recently? We have, actually. You were busy in the capital, I take it? Donuts and magazines. We will not discuss what kind of magazines he's getting for Doom, but I'm sure they're pretty unsavory. Yes, I'm making some purchases on the order of His Highness the Duke. Did you perchance encounter His Highness while you were at the villa? We encountered him, alright. We wanted to be nice and say hello. It's been some time since the unpleasantness. From your expressions, I take it he said something thoughtless to you once again. As his retainer, you have my utmost apologies. Oh, you don't need to apologize for him, Philip. I have to admit, I was a little worried when I'd heard he was placed under house arrest. He seems to be taking it well, however. It is kind of you to say so. Now I fear I must be off, if you'll pardon me, Your Highness. I guess Philip's job is even harder now. He's been taking care of Dunan since Dunan was young, right? Well, he's been Dunan's retainer for the past 20 years from what grandmother told me. I believe he was a member of the Royal Guard before then. Wait, really? Philip? Wow. You really can't judge a book by its cover. You really shouldn't underestimate him. Even I can tell he's not just an old guy. What do you mean, Ren? Oh, you know, like how he can walk with his eyes closed? I sure couldn't do that. I think they're just narrowed, Ren, not closed. I mean, you noticed how he opens his eyes when surprised, right? Really? I didn't. I wanna see. Maybe I can get a look if I surprise him next time. Well, you can definitely try, I'm sure you can. Right, that was a little bit extra along the way. Royal Villa, Sanktheim Gate, probably from the other side. I wonder how close we are to the actual gate. Shall we just have a small little look while we're on the way? Since we already started the episode now, so we might as well do some nice stuff along the way as well. And of course, beat a few more extra enemies. I'm pretty sure these ones, yes, of course, against water. Prickly seeds, red flies. Nothing too interesting. And let's see if they explode or not. No, they're just normal fiery creatures. And of course, with her water abilities, and we still need to rest anyway. We might as well up the EP usage. Yeah, that's what I call damage. Also, along the way to where we met Philip, I did, however, encounter a Pom once again. But now we don't have as advanced shadow magic as we had with our other team. But only Estelle has the spirit to try and kill it right from the get-go, and the rest they do have blur, but Zin, he's not really a powerhouse when it comes to magic, so he couldn't even damage it. We did manage to beat it though, and we got a crest charm as an accessory from it, which is basically protection against sleep and faint, so not that bad in all honesty. I did, however, I still want the T charm or T crest, whatever the other item is that it carries. Unfortunately though, the enemy it accompanied was the big old fish we saw on the road near the villa. And that enemy has insta-kill moves. So, yeah. I'm gonna try and avoid that if I can. Because that's the reason why Chloe has no CP left in her bar. Because it hit her with 1500 damage and insta-killed her right out. That was really harsh. Yeah, Sanktheim Gate. Can we get in or? Yes we can. Go around a bit, see if there's any hidden chests. Probably not, but doesn't hurt to look around. CWO Dale here is famous for being strict. I mean, it's the military, so sure, things are gonna be a bit strict, but being that exacting is a little much, I think. Nice weather today. I'd love to take my kids and a good lunch out to the villa or something on a day like this. I reckon, because there's a lot of families there as well. Should the signing ceremony be held at the Royal Villa, then security here will be the absolute critical. Should anything go wrong, we'd be the laughingstock of all foreign nations. Our performance must be absolutely flawless. Well, as good as you can at least. Thanks to the signing ceremony, I've started seeing foreign nationals more often. It's about time for the energy to hit our Demon Commander's engine, I'm thinking. I better put the call out to heighten security before he has a chance to say anything. Oh, what a cute little missy. Enjoy your time here. Oh, that's cute. And unique text only because Ren is with us. Okay, no one's cleaning the back room. Let's see our text. Of course, past here is the Zeiss region. We don't have time to go to other regions, so let's return for now. The soldiers finally just finished eating. I was so busy. It's probably still all the same stuff. It is. Phew, time for a break. Even the chef needs to take a break every once in a while. Anyone staying here is lucky. We've just finished drying the mattresses, so they're really wonderfully fluffy. Oh, yes. I want fluffy mattresses too. Let's see if those guys are still here. I think they said they were going to the capital, didn't they? No, it looks like they really have gone. Phew, guarded patrol missions really are a lot more relaxing. Even the Royal Army can defend against earthquakes. Alright, so that is at least Sanktheim Gate. I think there is a checkpoint on the other side as well. I think that's the one probably really leading to Roland. I wonder if we should check on that one as well. If it's possible, of course. Just to have all our bases covered, because that's basically what this area is Grancel, the villa, and the checkpoints. I don't think there's any other thing here at all. Let's also knock down a few extra enemies. Because we really are strong, aren't we? And of course, by knocking down these enemies, we are highly inclined to get more bait for our fishing trips. Which I personally really love, because I do love fishing every once in a while. Having said that, but we talked about this before, we haven't met any of the so-called guardian fish. I am presuming they are there. They're pretty big. Maybe we need a special rod for that. or we just need to be extremely lucky. But yeah, if it's out there, I'm just gonna keep on fishing.
Well, that takes care of that.
And if you don't get it, it's sad, but it's what it is. Because until we see them, they're nothing more but legendary fish. Okay, we should have get a split in the road here. Probably one leading to the villa. Ah, there it is. Gurune Gate, that's the other one. And that's actually to Grancel, right? So go to Gurune, and then we'll make sure that we've walked all the places. So next time we can just warp ourselves over to there. Well, at least warping for you guys. I still have to walk, but you don't have to come with me. I can do it. Ah, nice.
All right, we rule.
And of course, all the little extra sepith we get along the way is just bonus, because I'm fairly certain we're gonna need a lot more if I want to max out all the people, at least these 4, with all the things we can buy at the station in this region. And of course, during our trip here, in Grancel, there is of course a chance that we might switch party members eventually. Like for now, I'm happy with picking Zin and Chloe. Chloe will definitely stay because we already got a lot of extra messages that I feel that we wouldn't have had if she wasn't in the party, which are very substantial, like the discussion that we had with Dukdunen, like her talking about if she's worthy or even ready to take over the throne. I think is invaluable. Beautiful. But Zin, of course, he has his standard tax for when we're there, but so far I'm not super impressed. He is a very strong melee character, but seeing as how important magic is, I'm slightly on the fence on whether or not to keep him. I will try, but as long as he doesn't mess things up, he'll be fine. Or else we just change him to Olivier or something, or maybe even Tina. Because she has the advantage that she might not have a lot of HP or be very impressive. She does have a cannon that shoots everything across the field.
Seems you came up short.
Which I personally really like. Alright. Gurune Gate, yes. Not long till the signing ceremony. There's gonna be a lot of VIPs going in and out, so I bet we'll be on high alert. I can guarantee you will be. Oh, that would have been a perfect place for a chest. Especially since you have to make a conscious choice to get to this gate. I'm hoping there's gonna be like a quest here at some point. A pact signing, huh? Hopefully no one turns up to try and interfere. Oh, it's the exact same gate, it's only the mirror opposite of it. Good afternoon, you're free to view anywhere in this gate. Enjoy your time here. I heard that the Imperials and the Republican ambassadors get along like dogs and cats. Makes sense, given that their countries are like water and oil to begin with, but I wonder if two nations like that will really be able to hold to a non-aggression pact. Well, I don't think that's the point of the pact. It's more trying to make them more conscious about it, so they think about it before they actually try to do something aggressive, knowing there would be consequences. It's not like every country can enforce it, but they can react to it, like shaming them or something. Right now, it seems like the Royal Army is busy preparing. After all, it'd be pretty sad if those intelligence division types got in the way of the signing ceremony. It literally is the mirror opposite. Not with the things that are in here, because this storage is very differently, but the building itself truly is. If you're going to take a look from the roof of the fort, be careful. I heard there was a tourist who almost fell off the Sanktheim gate walls. Be careful you don't get hurt. Yeah, he didn't fall off, but let's be honest, it might have been better if he did. Oh, why, miss? What a lovely white dress. It looks wonderful on you. If you like, have a meal here. Alright. 4 new recipes. Oh, 3 new recipes. I think the ambrosial egg, did we get that from a chest? I think we might have. So 1 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. And 2 of those. And now we're literally poor as shit. But don't worry about that, because if you look at our sepith, we have a lot of those grey ones, so we can definitely use them to get some mirror if needed. Alright, let's go over. Turning tempera. Right, not that bad. I wonder, I think the only reason why you would want to use stuff like this, I think because it's instant instead of we having to wait until the magic has charged. I really should try it one of these days just to see how powerful it is. But if it is really powerful, it might be interesting to keep some on hand. Maybe to compensate for people that are not good at area of effect magic or something like that. Whoa, this is toward Roland. We don't have time to visit other regions, so let's turn back. Aw, I just want to go home and grab one of my books. Alright, let's head back to Grancel. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we haven't checked the roof. We have to do that first. I don't think we've been to this place at all in Trails the first chapter. Damn, this wall is big. How far can we go? Hey, welcome to Gurune Gate. Hey, I remember seeing a building like this south of the capital. Well, that building is part of the barrier encompassing this region, the Annenberg Wall. What you saw was the Sanktheim Gate on the south part of the wall. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. The view's great here. There's a nice breeze that comes off the forest too. I really do like this place, I think. But you know, I like this place too. Unlike the Sanktheim Gate, there's not many people around here, so it's a very calming place, I think. And it's not because we're out in the boonies, because it's Roland. I wonder why they made this wall so long. Like, game-wise. I'm starting to feel like there's gonna be something taking place here, is there? On the other hand, if we do want to visit this place to talk to the people, we have to walk all the way to the other side. Because we cannot leave that guy hanging. He needs some attention too every once in a while. Is this side gonna be as long as well? Nope. Because there's no one here. After the end of the coup d'etat, there's been a reorganization of the military, so the brass have been pretty busy it seems. This is a fortress protecting the capital, so we got a lot of veterans here, and that's probably why not much has changed here. Could be a reason. Because stability does also help, of course, especially among the troops. Because as long as they know the structure is sound of the upper hand, the leaders, they will do their best to do their work. Protect the country, protecting the gates, the checkpoints. Alright, so now we definitely know this is the entirety of the gates, so let's head back to Grancel. Okay, so let's get back to the guild. We need to talk to Elnan about Ran. That is very important, yes, but the army should be sending their contact soon. You didn't forget it, of course. Oh. Still. What's wrong? You said you're gonna show me to this guild place, right? Oh, right. Come on, Ren. I'll show you to the Bracer Guild. Yay. Yeah, we definitely should. Oops, late again. As I thought, Troy was getting sidetracked. Yep, he wanted to go into the bar. Hey, you. You in white. Do you mean me? Yeah, you. Aren't you gonna come say hi? Oh? Why do I have to say hello to you? Everyone who comes to this town has to come and say hi to me. You don't have to be such a dick about it. Come on. She's new. I don't want to. What did you... After all, my papa said a gentleman always introduces himself first. And I want to be friends with someone who doesn't practice common courtesy. She got you there, Dick. She got you there. I saw General Cassius in front of the castle the other day. He's younger than General Morgan, but he's calm and has a certain gravity to him, I thought. Still, why was the hero of the 100-Day War acting as a bracer? Well, because he wanted to be a family man instead of a top strategist for the army. You gotta give him, he got his priorities straight. Tom over at the factory is really skilled. I doubt there's anything he can't repair. We're back. Oh. Hiya still. Oh, hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. Well, hey there, Colonel Sid. Ah, so Cassius sent you to help us. Oh, that makes sense. You came from Leiston, I'm guessing? Oh, that's right. I just arrived here a little while ago on one of our patrol ships. I apologize for the wait. Oh no, it's okay. We actually had a little job of our own to take care of. Speaking of which, would that young lady be... Oh, right. Yeah, she is. Some stuff went down, so we had to bring her along. Hey, Ren. We've got some things we need to talk with the army man. Can you go wait on the second floor? Oh, is this work stuff? Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, well, I guess I don't mind. You're just like Papa. It's always work, work, work. I don't really like it that much. Aww. Ren, right? Do you want to talk for a little while? I want to get to know you. With you? Well, okay. I guess we could. Okay. We'll be on the second floor, Estelle. And that's Artida. Very reliable. Phew, saved by Tita. Well, your report on the situation can wait for now. Let's hear about Colonel Sid first. Sure. Go ahead, Colonel. Thank you. I'm in a hurry myself, so this is an official request from the Royal Army. There's a series of incidents we'd like for you to investigate. Incidents? Why does the way you say that make me shiver a bit? Well, you're aware of the non-aggression pact, yes? I'm afraid threatening letters have been delivered to all parties involved in the signing. Someone's threatening the treaty? That's not good at all. What did the letter say exactly? Please, have a look. To all parties involved in the non-aggression pact, immediately back down from this act of deceit and false compromise. Should you not, a great disaster will be visited upon you. It's a little bit like talking about old school. If you do not listen, all disaster will fall upon you now, my minions. Yeah, I think it's one of the Regal guys of Ouroboros that does this. I could even say BleuBlanc, but it's a little bit too little of that in there right now. What in the... Well, that isn't very open to interpretation, is it? Is this the entire letter? Yes, that's the entire thing. As you may have noticed, there's no name or any other indication of a sender. Normally, I'd simply dismiss it as a prank, however... However, something about the situation makes you believe it's more than a bad joke. Yes? Yes, it's the volume of letters sent, you see. The first arrived at Leiston Fortress. Copies were then sent to the Airship Company, Grancel Cathedral, Hotel Runbaum, and the Liberl News Service. Then copies arrived at both the Urbonian and the Kelford embassies, the Urb Royal Villa, and even Grancel Castle itself. 9 letters in total. Who'd send that many letters? A very disgruntled person. That could also be a thing, right? That it's not Ouroboros, but just somebody in Grancel that is not agreeing with the entire situation, that is still hurt by the war that took place that many years ago. Because that could also be a thing. There was a war. People have lost friends and families in there. So you can expect there will be at least some resistance against it. Yeah, that'd be a lot of work for a prank in poor taste. I can see why the army would start to get concerned. It is strange though. The airship company, the Liberl News, and even the hotel and cathedral. None of these locations have anything to do with the signing, do they? Yeah, and I think that tells us that the person making these threats have no knowledge about what's going on behind the scenes with the treaty, so it's just hitting everything. They are not totally unrelated, to be honest. The airship company shall be sending out charter vessels to the ferry the Imperial and the Republican officials here. They will of course be staying at the Roombound. Furthermore, the church, or specifically Archbishop Current of the cathedral, has been asked to be an observer at the signing. Okay, so maybe my previous theory is a little bit hinky. And the Liberl News has been preparing a special report on the pact and the signing for weeks. So they are all connected somehow. So do we have any ideas who's behind it? That could be a difficult question to answer. This is an international matter, meaning anyone from Liberl, Erebonia or Kelford could be responsible. Yes, the Warhawks in either the Empire or the Republic for starters. It could even be someone from another country entirely, who isn't happy to see all 3 countries working together. Yes, Zin is in my corner with the theories. Of course, there are plenty of suspects in Liberl as well. And we can't forget the obvious answer, the society. So what will we be investigating, Colonel? Right, then the mission. We would like for you to investigate all the locations that have received the letters, and see if anyone has further leads. Minus Leiston and Urb, that is. We'll handle those. The other 7 locations are yours to handle. So the airship company, Grancel Cathedral, Hotel Roombound, the Liberl News, the Erebonian Embassy, the Calverdian Embassy, and Grancel Castle. That will involve a bit of walking. More to the point, uninformed soldiers asking around would attract a great deal of unwanted attention. Now that you lack an intelligence division, it makes sense to ask the guild to help investigate such matters. As embarrassing as the situation is, you're exactly right. Without a functional intelligence division, we are very limited in what we can do. However, the new general plan from the top brass is to have the guild help us with as many tasks as possible. This is simply one case of that. Oh really? Thanks a heap, Dad. So basically Cassius is doing the same thing he did in Trails the first chapter. Basically dumping his load of the work on Estelle. Nice. Now, take it as a sign of Cassius's faith in us all. I must admit, it was my request to ask for you, however. I've been placed in charge of the defense of the capital region until the signing ceremony. I would like as much information as I can possibly obtain in order to prepare a proper defense. Yeah, which is also understandable why he would ask for us. Because he has worked with us before and he knows he can trust us. And he knows that we are more than willing to share information, so yeah, very proper choice. Can I ask you to take this job? Oh well, I do want to help, but we're really kinda hip deep in another case at this point. That girl, right. Let us hear your report on that situation now. Estelle explained the situation with Ren being abandoned at the Urb Royal Villa. I see, yes, an abandoned child is a problem you cannot simply ignore. Why would anyone do such a thing? It's kind of freaking me out too. I actually met her parents once, briefly. They seem like this really thoughtful, loving couple. They adore Ren, from what I saw. I had to think something really serious happened to them to make them leave her. Possibly. They may have gotten entangled in something and wanted to keep their child out of it. I do see an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, however. Ren and her parents are foreigners, remember? You'll need to inquire at the hotel and the embassies regardless. Hey, I think I know where you're going with this. Ah, and all of those places were threatened, so that is rather handy, in an unfortunate way. The airship company may have travel records for them as well. I'll put out a general alert to all army posts to watch for her parents as well. Should they pass through any of the gate checkpoints, we should know. Thanks, Colonel. Sounds like you can take the job, after all. Colonel, you may leave the investigation itself to us. I presume you'll want the final report in paper and in person, however? Yes, we prefer to avoid telephones to avoid any risk of interception. You'll be able to find me at the Royal Villa beginning today, actually. I'm sorry for the extra trouble, but could I ask that you bring the final report there in person? Oh, sure. We'll see you at the villa once we know what's up. I wish you luck then. After seeing Colonel sit out, Estelle's team decided to split up to investigate. Estelle, Zin, Olivier, Chloe were to head to the embassy, Grancel Castle and the Liberl News. Did they just get rid of Scheherazade without asking me? How rude. Well, Scheherazade would investigate the Cathedral Hotel Airship Company on her own. Okay, we'll be heading out. Tita, Ren, I'm sorry to leave you two behind. Oh, it's okay. We're going to go out shopping. What? Oh, sorry, Estelle. Ren really wants to visit the department store. Why, that's not how I remember things, Tita. As I recall, you were the ones who said she wanted to look at all the stuffed animals. Aw, Ren. Well, I know you're bored, Ren, but since I'm not sure when we'll find out about your parents, I'd like for you to wait here. Oh, come on, that's not so fair. Double doe-eyed stares. I don't really see a problem, Estelle. If Tita's with her, it should be safe enough to let them go out shopping and around the city. I guess so. Okay, Tita, Ren, we'll be back this evening, so you need to be back by then, okay? The capital's really a big place, so don't get lost. We will and we won't. Ren, let's go. After you. See you, everyone. Oh, I'm hoping they will become friends throughout the series. They look like they can be really good friends. They sure became fast friends. Yeah, it's really easy to become friends at that age. Man, youth. I feel all old now. Although, Tita and Ren together? Why did that combination send a chill of doom down my spine? Oh, I think they'll be fine. Tita's kind of easy to push around though. I get the feeling Ren might try to drag her into all kinds of stuff. That might be a good point. Yes, Elnan, did you find out the name of Ren's parents? It took a little insisting asking, but she eventually gave them. Her father is a trader from Grospel. Harold and Sophia Hayworth are their names. Trader from Grospel. Harold and Sophia Hayworth. Okay, I got it written down. As do I. So let's start asking around about them and these letters. So remember, Estelle Group will visit the embassies, the castle and the Liberl News. I'm going to visit the other places as well, just to see how Scheherazade is doing. I'm not checking up on her, I'm just curious to what we'll find out. Zin Olivier will be counting on your aid at the embassies. Fear not, my brilliant smile can open any door. We'll make sure you see the ambassadors. Your Highness, your help will be invaluable at Grancel Castle. Please introduce Estelle to whoever can be of help to our investigation. Of course. As for the Liberl News, I believe you yourself have an in for that, Estelle. Yes, I can bug Niall about it. He kinda owes me at this point. And that leaves the Cathedral Airship Company and the Roombound. Scheherazade, good luck with those. I shouldn't have too much trouble. I'll try to be quick. So, let's go. Time to get questioning then. Where should we start? I don't think it matters too much. If you want to go to the Calverdian embassy, you've got a free pass with me around. I can introduce you to Elsa whenever. I, of course, can get us into the Erebonian embassy. They should be glad to escort us if I introduce myself at the gate. And of course, I rather doubt it'll be very hard for me to get us into Grancel Castle. It might be wise to simply go straight there and speak with grandmother. I kinda doubt the liberal news will give us any trouble either, so... let's just pick our direction and go. Yeah, I think that would be the wisest, but... Of course, as always, I want to report what we did, and I want to see what else is new on the board. And of course, there is something. The missing exhibit. A bit ago, one of our exhibits was removed by someone. It's not a particularly valuable item, so it's likely just a prank, but I would like to ask it for an investigation just to be safe. Please come to the museum, East Block, near the landing port. It's gonna be a BleuBlanc investigation, isn't it? And it's short, so we definitely need to do it straight away. Herb Senior Route Monster. Rank advancement to Senior Bracer E+ rank. Ingenuity Quartz. Good work, you seem to have succeeded at your objective safely. If you complete any other task, come report again. Okay, so we're not getting any reward for Ren until we actually find the parents. And back to the point on our team composition. Now, knowing the entire story of where we need to go to question people about the situation, the team really does make sense. It does. I'm not gonna work on Olivier's build just yet, because I do presume that after we talk to everyone, that we'll be allowed to pick our own team once again, and then we can just go back to the team we just previously had. I think that will be the easiest thing to do. Alright. I guess the first things we're gonna do is go to the museum. I wonder what's missing, but like I said, taking things that's not of very much value does seem like a BleuBlanc thing to do, so... And of course, the hints are always really nice. Lately, even the museum head and the curator seems to be very busy. I hope they don't fall ill. Hey Jimmy, I handed over that thing to the museum director. Apparently they're looking into whether or not it's something the museum can hold on to, so I'm having a wander while they check it out. Oh, hello there. How can I help you? Better yet, how can we help you? We're with the Bracer Guild, sir. Oh, excellent. I was hoping someone would come soon. Let's waste no time getting down to business. Yes. Yes, sure. So, what was stolen? About that. Do you notice anything off here? Off? This is the airship gallery, right? Hey now, now you mention it, something seems to be missing. You're right, Estelle. There was a portrait of the RC on this wall, as I recall. Now that you mention it, Chloe, I do remember something like that being here. How could I forget? I saw the portrait myself by tour in the capital. I guess we know why you called us here. The portrait of the RC was stolen, was it? Precisely that. It was here this morning, but around noon or so, I noticed it was gone. This card was on the wall in its place. There it is! The blue clues. Oh, beauteous princess and her loyal companions. The image of the proud white falcon has fallen into my hand. Should you seek it, then answer my challenge. The first key is in the residence of the Age General. Search the onlooker of time. So, Morgan's place, a clock? Him again. Our rivalry burns brighter still. Yep, sounds like the Phantom Thief BleuBlanc, alright. You guys told me about him, but I thought you were exaggerating. Oh, you already know who the criminal is. Now that is what I call reassuring. I have every confidence that you'll crack this case. We won't let you down. We'll be back before you know it. Alright. Well, the first clue seems slightly obvious. We won't know until we actually find the location. But we definitely need to be... No. Not here. I wanted to go up to the hotel, but we're already in the hotel. No, this is not his. We know we are at the right place. If we see a little girl walking around on the second floor. Yes, there it is. Outlooker of time. For all my husband dislikes of bracers, he certainly speaks of them quite a lot recently. Perhaps it's Cassius's influence, as shocking as that would be. The good sirs changed a bit. Maybe it's my imagination, but they seem to smell more than I'm accustomed to seeing. Yep, oh, that's definitely Cassius's influence. There it is, the old grandfather clock. I met a girl in a white dress a little while ago at the cathedral. I wish I could have played with her. Damn, Tita and Ren are getting all over the place. So the aged general is probably General Morgan. In that case, is this the onlooker of time? I'd say it's likely. We'll need to check inside. Estelle asked and received permission from the owners of the house to investigate the clock. Upon inspection, they found a card stuck to the back. The second key is in the city. Seek the symbol perched on the ground. A symbol perched on the ground. As we thought. My, to think something like that was in the house. Well, this guy isn't the type to harm people who aren't involved in this weird plan, so don't worry. Best to close up tight at night, just in case there's any more mischief, though. Yes, of course. Yes, we'll be careful. Alright, shall we continue? Alright, a symbol perched on the ground. Meaning a monument or some grand display of something? Maybe the fountain? The symbol perched on the ground, huh? This white falcon symbol seemed to suspect to me. This bird is the symbol of Liberl, so it would stand out. Let's have a look. There's a card stuck at the base of the iron fence. The third key is in the foreign amends. Examine the will of the Blue Knight. The third key is in the foreign amends. That sounds like the embassy to me. Like a foreign mansion. And the foreign entity in this place is both of the embassies. Which we will need to be at for our main quest as well. I am hoping I'm right about this, because I don't want to progress this quest to failure. And I'm really sure we need to finish it before we're done talking to all the locations. But this is the first thing that pops up to mind. And the Will of the Blue Knight, we won't know what that means until we get in that mansion. Foreign mans. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there is anything else that it could mean. Foreign mans and examine the Will of the Blue Knight. Alright, we got it. But what does the Blue Knight mean? Is he talking about the Royal Guard? They do certainly wear blue uniforms. I think not. It says the foreign men, so I don't think the Royal Guard makes sense. More than anything else, it wouldn't be beautiful, so we should try something else. Is that right? Well, it is coming from someone similar, so maybe I should listen to the warnings here. Okay, so if the foreign man is not a foreign building, then maybe it's a foreign expression? And it has to be something that's beautiful, right? And I suspect that every clue will lead us to a new location. I'm thinking. Because like I said, I don't want to go to the embassy unless I'm pretty sure that's where we need to be. So let's have a walk around town and see if we can find anything blue. Because It should be somewhat literal, maybe? It wouldn't be ice cream store. Let's see what's in the department store. Ren, so this is where you were. Hi Estelle. Hey, which stuffed animal do you like? I think that rabbit is pretty cute. Really? What a coincidence. I think that the bunny is the cutest too. Looking at these stuffed animals remind me of Annalise. I wonder what she's doing now. Annalise? Yeah, she's a bracelet like me, but she's a lady who loves stuffed animals. I'm sure you two would get along, Ren. Will I get to meet this lady? She's out of the capital on work right now, but you might meet her at some point. When is some point? Tomorrow? The day after? I'm not quite sure. Aww. Oh, Estelle. Tita, take care of Ren. Yeah, leave it to me. I've got lots of places I want to go with Ren. Just don't get lost. Okay, good luck with your work. Alright, there's nothing blue knightly here. If it is an actual knight, what if it's like a piece of armor? And if it's a piece of armor, could it mean that it might be in the armor store? Just trying to think of out loud. What is here actually? I suppose the way to get him some energy is to make him a really great meal. I guess I just got to try a few things and see what sticks. Is it a random house? I don't think I've been in here yet. Oh, I smell something good. Yeah, we're gonna have a top-grade beef steak today to cheer Dad up, apparently. Mom sure is being awfully sweet to Dad. Yeah, what she's hiding, huh? Yeah, but this is definitely not where the clue should be. I was just wondering what it was when we paused it, that's it. But yeah, let's head over to the armory. Is there anything that might be thrown off as blue knightish? The non-aggression pact. I don't know the details, but peace is best, of course. I hope our weapons are only used to fight monsters. Okay, no suit of armor or anything very knightly. Except this sword. It's huge as hell. Definitely be used by a knight. And of course, Estelle's rod on the wall. Okay, so this is definitely nothing to mention about it. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm inclined to believe that we're looking at the foreign embassy. The only thing I'm trying to do right now is trying to convince me of something else. Yeah, I think we should just go to the embassy and just go with it. And since Calvert Frozin is more like an Eastern type situation, and when I think about a Blue Knight, I think more of medieval stylish type thing. I think that going to Olivier's embassy is going to be the better choice of the two. So let's go there first to see if we can find anything. And you know what? I think we cannot solve this case in this episode, because like I said, if we need to be in the embassy, we're going to have to go through the entirety of the conversation there in order to get the information before we are hopefully allowed to walk around in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the episode here. Let's check where the embassy is. They're not telling. I know where the two embassies are, but I always get confused which one is which. I think where we are closest is Olivier's one. Yes, Erebonian embassy. Alright, so next time we're gonna go by the Erebonian embassy. We're gonna see if the clue leads us to there. If not, we're gonna think a bit more about what actually is and see if we can get up another clue. If we can't, we're gonna go to the other embassy and check there as well, because so far the foreign men's is what's sticking in my head as the clue on where it is. And the first thing that comes to mind the embassies. I don't think that's a really weird leap myself, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere in there. So next time we're going to check that out, hopefully completing the blue clues first and foremost, and then of course also the extra information about Ren's parents and the letters that has been sent. So that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, hit that like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.